clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. He's going to run it. Got the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Clemson will come to the line with the first and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're quick.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to heel off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bringing the heat. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off play action on first down. Here's the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defender. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets it fly. Complete in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were...
Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Under fire. Fakes to grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Rushes on him. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. Quick release on the RPO. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass hits complete. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And here comes the offense on second down. Just keep slinging it. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the boot, looking for his man. Using the quick game. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quick strike complete. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Kick is in the air. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for his man. Working the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Just ran over it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome in to the halftime report. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 21 over Charlotte. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll do it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Quickly to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Makes one man miss. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. They're working that left side. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And the Tigers with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. He'll try it again. Find some fresh air. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Clemson! The defense putting points on the board.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by just 1 over Marshall. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. The give on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll try it over the left side.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds a man in the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bobcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Cincinnati's offense will start this game off. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looking for a man, it's Pitts. And that's incomplete, a defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground, 4th down coming up. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So Ohio's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
It's caught. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Scanning the field, it's Houck. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Ohio! They put the 1st points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The give out of the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Off play action. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Bearcats in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the ground with the back. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Motion from the back. Now from inside the red zone. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Motion from the wide out. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. This is the 8th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Pitts. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Beavers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. On the move at the 30. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Rutgers. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking for a man. It's Hout. Snagged out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Gonna swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The kick is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play. Turning it up, continues to fight for yards. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
The Bearcats want to move quickly. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. He'll throw it. It's on target and complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The give on the inside. Hard running there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bearcats racing to the line in a hurry-up. Release by the QB. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Powers through the defender. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Trying play action. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to pass, it's Howard. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up 14 over UMass. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Houck. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Bringing the heat. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They go right back to him, and they're able to get him on the ground. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hout. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Punt is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The play action fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
The Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Hout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. to the air on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Hout. Quickly out to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Pitts. He's got it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. This guy can throw it. Under fire. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run play action. Slips. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll try to get the edge on the left. There he goes. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Bearcats are on the move. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After run, now throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a four-man rush, sometimes it's a three-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front seven, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Fires to the big fella. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Rutgers.
Rush is on him.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the running back. Look out, he's got room. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Can't connect on his first throw. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air, it's Pitts. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it should.
welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense takes the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Now adjusting. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Bearcats offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Leaves an open space downfield. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Pitts. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quickly complete. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Bearcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Finds his man in the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Pulls and fires complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to go up top on first down. A little release to the back. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Rides the back on the option to give. Jukes his way for more. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Bearcats will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Bearcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They boot it away. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Virginia. Once he got some room, it was over. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Pitts. A little screen to the running back. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. Nice move to keep running. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberts. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's got it down the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Finds a spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Bearcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. Fights off a defender. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to run for it. He breaks a tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
The Cavaliers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Pitts. On target over the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top, using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. Flips it out to the back. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
To the air, it's Pitts. Here's the pressure. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. The give to the single back. Turning it on. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Back open in the middle. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Wants to throw it. Looking to get it in.
And with that stop by this defense, now I think it's interesting because obviously the scoreboard, multiple possessions, what I need to accomplish. Do you kick it now because it's a long yardage?
Touchdown, Cavaliers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. Kennesaw State has methodically built this advantage, and I wonder if an interception from one of the stars in that secondary might not seal the deal. They're trailing by 13 to Kennesaw State. Conference US.
Oh, he's got some space. Hits him with a stiff arm. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Runs for the tackle. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the 1st down.
And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To throw, it's Pitts. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Right down the middle. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponents got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fighting off the defender. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock, now under a minute to go. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
In this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bearcats will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles offense is on the field for the first time today. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's see what they've got on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To the air, it's Balkinson. Turns it loose. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Balkinson. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Bring in the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Baldridge. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Noles have a lot of options on second and inches. Off play action. Here's a hit. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll go to the sneak. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for room. It's Baldridge. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be third and long. Scanning the field, it's Balkinson. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Baldridge. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Quick spin on the line.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're working that left side. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick completion to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
No monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He's bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Pitts. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Gonna swing it on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down to... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Pitts. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Roberts. It's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trying to beat him to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Noles. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Off the play fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And the Bearcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to throw, it's Balkinson. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. He'll sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bearcats in the hurry up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Balkinson. On the move, he fires. And his throw is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Houston. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds a tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick release on the RPO. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Balkinson. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. The official says no good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Noles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Quick completion on the out route. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Baldridge. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires complete on the crosser. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it.
Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Never a doubt.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Balkinson. Safe completion on the screen. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baldridge. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. Hands it off. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Balkinson. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Houston. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Rush is on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun. Give on the inside. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Pulls and fires complete to the right. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bearcats are flying down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Pitts. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time it's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Houston. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love